When she's too beautiful for words, take a picture. When he's too wonderful for words, take a picture. When it's too exciting for words, take a picture. Even when it's too much for words, well, even then, take a picture. For a picture tells what words cannot express. And a picture remembers when words might soon forget. So whatever it is you want to say most, say it now in pictures. This week, get a roll or two of Kodak film in the familiar Kodak box.
And now Kodak invites you to enjoy The Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet.
These are the notes on the Simpson-Higgins case, and this belongs in the Emerson file. But make sure Mr. Kelly sees it before you put it away.
Okay. What about these?
Oh, well, those should be mailed out as soon as Mr. Kelly signs them.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, this is very important.
What's that?
A memo to Mr. Kelly to get his haircut today. I made it out in triplicate. I put one on his desk, one in his briefcase, and let's put one on the water cooler.
What's that for?
That's to remind you to remind him.
Fine thing. Just when I was going to wish you a happy vacation, too.
Oh, well, thank you, David. I guess that takes care of everything.
Okay.
Remember now, Mr. Carter's coming in at 2 o'clock. And be sure to call Mr. Haskell about the Peterson case. Tell him the trial has been postponed until Tuesday. Now, let's see, what else?
Where can we get in touch with you in case of an emergency? I feel a couple of them coming on.
Oh, no, nothing doing. This is my vacation. Besides, I'll be back in a couple of weeks.
Oh, Miss Edwards, would you mind retyping this letter? I've made some changes.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. You were just about to leave, weren't you?
Yes, but that's all right. I'll be glad to do it.
No. Dave and I can handle it.
Are you sure?
Positive. Have a nice vacation.
Thank you. I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Miss Edwards,
Yes, sir?
aren't you forgetting something?
Well, I don't think so, am I?
Why, yes. Weren't you supposed to remind me to get a haircut?
Oh, I'm going to do that. She assigned that to me.
Oh. As long as somebody takes care of it. Have a good time.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Oh, before I forget, here are a couple letters for you to sign, Mr. Kelly.
Oh, thanks, David.
Do you want me to type that?
Well, one of us has to, and I'm the boss.
All right, right away.
Dave, do you have that letter ready?
Oh, yes, sir. I just finished it.
Ah. See, that's very good. There's not a single mistake there. Is there any trouble?
Yes, sir, a little.
I see what you mean. Hey, by the way, did you call Mr. Haskell yet?
Oh, gee, no, I didn't. Thanks for reminding me.
Well, never mind, Dave. I'll call him after lunch. Is the mail ready? I may as well take it with me.
Oh, yes, sir. It's right over on my desk there.
Dave, I think these might go further if we put some stamps on them.
I'm awful sorry. It's just that I've been so busy this morning.
Yeah, I know. Dave, not that we couldn't handle it, but maybe we ought to get a girl in to help us out these 2 weeks while Miss Edwards is away. What do you think?
Well, I've been trying to think of a way to suggest the same thing to you.
All right, I'll leave it up to you then.
Should I call an agency?
Well, either that or maybe you know some girl at school who'd like to work here for a couple of weeks. I'll leave it up to you. You handle it any way you want.
Oh, yes, sir. I'll take care of it right away.
All right, if anybody calls me, I'll be out to lunch.
Yes, sir. Oh, don't forget to get your hair cut, Mr. Kelly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you got a dime? Have you got another dime?
Here.
Oh, thanks.
Pardon me.
Oh, sure. Oh, allow me.
Oh, thank you.
There you are.
Thank you.
Oh, anytime at all. My pleasure.
Who was that?
I don't know. Have you got another dime?
Are you kidding?
No, have you got another dime?
Hi.
Oh, hi, Dave. Have you got a dime?
Yeah, I think so. Say, do you guys know anybody who can type? We need someone to help out down at the office for a couple of weeks.
Well, how much does it pay? I may be able to type.
No, thanks.
What about Susan?
Who?
You know, Susan, the girl I took to the party last week.
Can she type?
Well, yeah, she's taking a secretarial course. Besides, it wouldn't do me any harm if you hired her.
Look, I'm not trying to further your social life. I have to find a girl who can type.
Well, she can type. At least you can talk to her about it.
Well, okay.
Do you have another dime?
Oh, I'm sorry, that was the last one. We'll see you later.
Yeah, we'll see you later, Wally.
Hi, fella.
Hi, Zeke.
Hi, Zeke.
Hi, Wally.
Oh, hi, Zeke.
So you don't happen to have a dime, do you?
Of course not.
Well, you don't have to get mad about it.
Hey, wait, I do have a dime.
Thanks.
No, that's my dime, Zeke. No, Zeke, that's my dime. Zeke, that's my coat. Zeke, that's my coat, Zeke. Zeke.
Gee, I'd like to, Dave, but I just wouldn't have time. I've got too much work to make up.
Oh, that's okay. I understand.
Thanks very much for thinking about me, though.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, please, it was my idea. Let's give credit where it'll do me some good.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was Rick's idea.
Thanks, Rick.
Oh, don't mention it.
Hi, Sue. Hi, Kathy.
Oh, who's that?
Kathy Carson.
Can she type?
Yes, as a matter of fact, she can. Kathy, I'd like you to meet somebody. This is Dave Nelson. This is Rick Nelson. This is Kathy Carson. Hi.
Hi.
Dave works at a law office and he's looking for someone to help out for a couple of weeks.
Our secretary's on vacation, and we need someone to help with the typing and stuff. Would you be interested?
Yeah, I guess so. What are the hours?
Well, we could work that out. It'd just be a few hours each day.
Gee, that sounds great.
Well, do you have a class?
Oh, no, not right now.
Well, why don't I walk along with you and we can talk it over?
Okay.
Thanks, Susan.
Okay. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Looks like Dave found what he was looking for.
Yeah, it sure looks like it. Only thing, though, can she type?
Took me all morning to type one letter.
Well, sounds like you guys need some help.
Yeah, that's what we decided. So I hired a girl at school today.
You mean at the employment office?
No, a friend of Rick's recommended her. I think she'll work out all right.
Who's this?
Kathy.
Yeah, you can say that again. At least she sure looks good.
Oh, is that why you hired her?
Oh, no.
Is she a good typist?
Well, I suppose so.
Well, didn't you ask her?
No. Susan said she could type. I'll take those.
Oh, thank you, dear.
Dave, I hope you didn't hire this girl just because she happens to be attractive.
Oh, no, of course not.
Are you kidding? I was there.
Stay out of this, will you, Ricky? Drink your milk or something.
What's wrong with hiring a good-looking girl?
Dave, has she ever worked in a law office before?
Well, I don't know. I didn't ask her.
Well, has she ever worked any place before?
Well, I didn't ask her that either.
She sure is pretty, though.
We've established that point.
I'm sure she'll be all right. Besides, it's only for 2 weeks.
Well, did you interview any other girls?
Well, no, I didn't think that was necessary. Well, I'm sure she can handle it. She seems very intelligent. She's taking a secretarial course.
Is she?
Well, Susan said she was. She said she could type, so... Well, I think she'll work out.
Well, what does Mr. Kelly think?
Well, he doesn't know anything about it. He left it up to me.
And you can be replaced.
Maybe you should have interviewed some more applicants.
Oh, well, she's coming in the morning. I'll talk to her then. I didn't make it absolutely definite. I mean, I'm sure she won't take the job if she can't handle it.
Well, I'm sure it'll work out.
I hope so. I don't think I'd be very good at firing somebody.
Harriet, these potatoes are a little lumpy.
Are you thinking of firing me?
No, but maybe I should have interviewed some more applicants.
Careful, Pop. You can be replaced, too, you know.
Of course you realize, Kathy, that typing legal documents is very exacting work, and Mr. Kelly is quite meticulous about things.
Hi, Dave.
Oh, hi, Kathy.
Gee, I hope I'm on time.
Oh, you're right on time. May I take your sweater for you?
Oh, thank you. Oh, it certainly is a nice office.
Oh, it's very comfortable. That's Mr. Kelly's office in there. He's not in yet. And this will be your desk here. It's Miss Edwards' desk. She's our regular secretary. Let's see. This is the telephone here, and this is a typewriter, and the water cooler is over there.
Dave, I certainly appreciate this chance.
Oh, that's okay. I didn't get much time to talk to you yesterday. I hope you don't mind if I ask you a few questions.
Oh, no, not at all.
Of course, you realize that typing legal documents is very...
Exacting?
Yes, exacting. Have you worked in a law office before?
No, I haven't.
But you have done some secretarial work.
Well, no, not actually.
But you can type.
Yes, I always type my homework and all my school papers and stuff like that.
Oh, good. Say, would you mind typing something for me? That Mr. Kelly might want to see a sample of your work.
Oh, no, I'd be glad to.
Okay, let's see. Why don't you type a copy of this contract here?
Okay.
Are you familiar with an electric typewriter?
Well, I think I can handle it.
Good, I'll let you turn it on then.
Morning.
Oh, hi, Mr. Kelly. Mr. Kelly, this is Kathy Carson.
How are you?
How do you do?
I suppose Dave has shown you where everything is.
Oh, yes.
Oh, it's nice to have you with us.
Thank you. Oh, he seems very nice.
Oh, yes, he is. Of course, he's quite meticulous about things, but he's very fair.
Well, I'll do the best I can.
Oh, gee, I don't think that'll be necessary now.
Oh, good. I was just looking for an eraser. I seem to have made a few mistakes already.
Oh, I forgot to tell you the wastebasket's over there.
Kathy, would you take the letter, please?
Oh, yes, sir.
Oh, never mind. I'll dictate it right there. It goes to Mr. H.S. McLean, Vice President of the McLean Manufacturing Company. The address is in the book there. Dear Mr. McLean, referring to your letter of the 14th, I agree with you completely. Would you call me as soon as you get back in the city in order that we might arrange a meeting of all the interested parties? The kindest personal regards, yours very truly, etc., etc., etc. You got that?
Yes, sir.
Good. Would you type it up right away, please? I'd like it to go out this afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Haven't you finished that yet?
Well, almost, Mr. Kelly. I'll have it in just a few minutes. Did you get that letter all right?
I'm sure I got everything.
Oh, good. Sometimes he talks pretty fast. I forgot to ask you if you could take shorthand.
Oh, I don't actually take shorthand, but I write pretty fast, and I have kind of a system of my own.
Oh. Well, as long as you got everything.
Oh, I'm sure I did. Who's this Mr. McCann?
That's Mr. McLean.
Here we are.
Oh, thank you.
Mr. Kelly, here's your coffee.
Dave, would you come in here for a minute, please?
Oh, yes, sir.
Oh, bring your coffee with it. Did you order your coffee black?
Yes, sir, but I got it with sugar.
Oh, good. Well, Dave, here's the completed report on that Miller case. I worked it over, and I made quite a few changes here. Would you have Kathy type it up?
Oh, yes, sir, whatever you say. But are you sure you wouldn't rather wait until Miss Edwards gets back? You know, I mean, she's familiar with the case and all, and it's so important.
Well, I know, but the trial has been moved up, you see, and I need it tomorrow. Oh. And Dave, tell her to be real careful about this. I'm sending it over to Judge Willoughby, and you know what a stickler he is for accuracy and neatness.
Yes, sir.
That reminds me, it might not be a bad idea if I got that haircut today, huh?
How you doing, Dave?
Oh, hi, Pop.
What have you got there?
It's a report Mr. Kelly needs for court tomorrow. That is, it's a carbon copy of it. Would you take a look at it and see what you think?
Gee, you made a few mistakes here, didn't you?
Well, I didn't type it. Kathy did. That's the girl I hired.
Oh. Gee, I hate to say this, but she's not a very good typist, is she?
No, she isn't. You were right. I should have interviewed more girls.
Has Mr. Kelly seen this?
No, he hasn't. I'm afraid he's not going to be too happy when he does.
No, it's not a very good job. A lot of corrections. A lot of things marked out here.
Pop?
Yeah?
What's the easiest and most diplomatic way of firing somebody? You know, without hurting the person's feelings.
Well, Dave, a lot of people have asked themselves that same question, but as far as I know, nobody's ever come up with a satisfactory answer.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
It's pretty sloppy, all right. She's almost as bad as I am.
Well, might as well get it over with.
No, I don't think that's fair.
What am I going to do? I got to let the girl go.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, I don't think it's fair to call her up on the phone and fire her.
Well, how else am I going to do it?
Well, do you know where she lives?
Yeah?
Well, I think you ought to stop by her house, you know, real casually. Pay her some little compliment and diplomatically break the news.
You mean like, hi, Kathy, that's a beautiful dress you're wearing, and incidentally, you're fired?
Something like that, but not quite so sudden.
I don't know.
How's it going, fellas?
Oh, hi, Mom. Mom, do you think it's better if I phone Kathy and break the news to her, or go over to her house and tell her?
Oh, I think it'd be nicer if you went over to her house. You could explain it better.
Maybe you're right.
Gee, what'd I tell you?
What excuse can I use for just dropping over?
Well, you could say you were in the neighborhood and you thought you'd stop by and see if she wanted to go to the movies.
I don't think that's a good idea. Maybe I just better phone her and get it over with.
Suit yourself.
Pop?
Yeah?
I'd like to get your opinion on something.
Oh, I think it'd be much nicer to go over to her house and tell her in person, Dave.
That's what I was afraid of.
Oh, hi, Dave. Come on in.
Oh, thank you.
This is a pleasant surprise.
Well, I was just in the neighborhood, and I thought I'd stop by. Actually, there's something I wanted to tell you.
Well, come on in the living room. I'd like you to meet my family. This is Dave Nelson, everybody.
Good evening.
My father and my mother.
Hello.
My grandmother.
David.
My cousin Mary and my Uncle Bob.
Hi, Dave.
How do you do?
We've heard a lot of nice things about you, Dave.
Oh, thank you.
It was so nice of you to hire Kathy. This is her first job, you know.
Yes, I know.
Won't you sit down?
Oh,
Well, Dave just came by to tell me something.
yes, would you excuse us for a minute?
Well, certainly. You go right ahead.
Thank you. Your folks are very nice.
Oh, thank you. Well, what do you want to talk to me about?
Oh, well, would you like to go to a movie tonight?
Well, I'd love to, but I'm really a little tired tonight, and there are a few things I have to do here at home.
Oh, it's just kind of a spur-of-the-moment thing.
Well, wouldn't you like to stay and visit with us for a while?
Oh, no, thanks. I'm a little tired, too. I think I'll go on home.
Well, I'll see you tomorrow at the office.
Okay.
And thanks for stopping by.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Well, that didn't take very long.
She only lives a couple of blocks from here.
What'd she say when you told her you had to let her go?
I didn't tell her.
Well, I thought that's why you went over there.
Well, it was, but when I got there was a big family party going on. Her mother and father and grandmother and her cousin and an uncle. And all such nice people.
What happened, Dave?
Oh, I didn't get a chance to tell her.
You chickened out.
Oh, I'm glad he did. Isn't there some way you can work it out, Dave, without firing her, I mean?
Well, I've been wondering the same thing all the way home.
Well, how'd you make out, Dave?
He didn't tell her.
He lost his nerve.
I chickened out.
It's understandable. Only thing, though, what's going to happen in the office tomorrow? Mr. Kelly sees those legal papers she messed up.
He'll probably fire both of us.
Say, wait a second. Why does Mr. Kelly have to see that report?
Well, naturally, he wants to take a look at it before he gives it to Judge Willoughby.
Well, I know that, but I mean, why does he have to see that particular copy?
Hey, that's a good idea, Mom. If I could make a new copy. The way I type it, it takes forever.
Well, I can type a little.
Oh, me too, as long as these two fingers hold out.
We only have one typewriter.
Well, the Randolphs have a typewriter. We can borrow that.
Well, Wally has one, too.
Well, come on, let's go.
No, wait a second. Well, if you do Kathy's work for her this time, you'll have to do it tomorrow and the next day, and then what?
Well, we can figure that out later. Besides, Miss Edwards will be back next week.
Well, it just doesn't seem right. It's not fair to Mr. Kelly, and it's not fair to the girl. He's paying for work he's not getting.
Well, he'll get it. We'll all pitch in and type it up beautifully.
Well, and she's getting paid for something she didn't do.
Well, she already did it.
What's the matter, Bob? Don't you like girls?
Well, of course I like girls.
What's this?
What have you got against Kathy?
Well, I don't... Look, I don't even... Hey, maybe I can borrow a typewriter from Doc.
Now you're talking, Pop.
Oh, here's page 5. Oh, thanks, Rick. Looks real good. It's page 6, Dave.
Oh,
Here's 7.
Thanks, Mom. Where's page 1? Wally, where's page 1?
Don't rush me. I don't know what I'm doing here anyway.
You kidding? You're the only one who knows how to work that antique monstrosity.
Please, this is a very sensitive machine.
Did I make any mistakes? Nope, it's perfect. Let's see, this is page 12. Where's page 13?
right here, Dave.
Oh, thanks, Bob. Where's page 1? Wally.
Oh, doggone it, every time you say that, it makes me nervous. When am I going to get the cake you promised me?
As soon as you finish page 1. That's it, Bob.
Good.
Are we all finished, really?
Yeah, as soon as we get page you know what.
There, perfect, page 1. Now can I have my cake?
You certainly can. You've earned it.
Oh, thank you. Here you go, Dave. I think I'm going to cry.
Oh, never mind, Polly. I'll get your cake anyway.
Good morning, David.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Kelly.
Beautiful day, isn't it?
Yes, it sure is.
Oh, it's too bad I have to spend it in court. I'd much rather be out playing golf.
I know what you mean. Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Dave. Good morning, Mr.
Oh,
Kelly.
hello, Kathy. Is that the report I gave you to do?
No, here it is, Mr. Kelly.
Oh, I'd rather you didn't look at that, Mr. Kelly. I'm afraid I didn't do a very good job on that yesterday.
No, it's not that bad.
What's this all about?
Well, yesterday was my first day and everything, and I was very nervous. Well, I just didn't do a good job, so I took the report home last night and typed it over again. I think you'll find this one is much better.
Yes, that's fine. That's a beautiful job. Thank you for going all that trouble.
Oh, that's okay.
You look a little tired this morning, Dave. You ought to get more sleep. Did you have a big night last night?
Yes, sir, in a way.
Well, I better get organized. Very good.
Thank you. I want to thank you for being so considerate yesterday, Dave.
Oh, that's all right.
I really wasn't doing very well. But I'll do better.
Oh, no, that's okay.
I did a terrible job on this. Wait a minute. This isn't the one I typed. Where did this come from?
Oh, well, I brought it in.
You mean you retyped this for me?
Well, not all by myself. My mom and Pop and Rick and even Wally helped.
Wonderful. I don't know what to say.
Well, actually, it was kind of funny. You should have seen us. We borrowed a bunch of typewriters and divided the work all up. I should have known you could do it by yourself. What's the matter?
Why do you think my whole family was at our house last night?
You're kidding.
Even my grandmother typed a page.
Well, how about that?
There's still some unfinished business, though.
Oh, what's that?
Is that invitation to the movie still open?
Oh, sure. How about tonight?
Wonderful.
You forgot to remind me again, Dave. I'm due in court in 20 minutes, and I still have to get a haircut.
Oh, I'll phone the barber shop and tell them you're on your way.